What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. So most of you by now should be pretty familiar with my Pantor Sea Lion 300 meter diver, a watch I'm very, very fond of. And then, if you remember, I shared with you my Pantor Seal 500 meter diver. This was the watch I kind of had that fiasco trying to get the bracelet off, had a very hard time taking the bracelet off. Eventually it happened, but it was a bit of a headache, and yeah, whatever. Links to both of those reviews will be in the description below, so check those out. But after I did those videos, a lot of you were writing to me asking me about the Pantor Seahorse 1000 meter diver. You wanted to know my opinions on it. Was it a good watch? And I didn't know what to tell you. I haven't seen one in person. That is until today. It's 5:13 p.m. Let's get down to business. Okay guys, so I usually like to spend a few weeks with a watch like before I make a review, but a lot of you guys wanted another unboxing from me, and I literally like just got this thing. This thing just showed up earlier. So let's get this out of the little case and we can talk about it. You can see the Seahorse embossed here on this case. So why don't we unzip it and see what's inside. Okie dokie. Look at that. Here is the Pantor Seahorse 1000 meter diver. Okay, I'm super excited to finally have one in person. I don't know how well it's getting picked up on camera, but it's got a black dial with this almost deep teal bezel. I know it's a stainless steel inlay. It's actually the same bezel design as the Pantor Sea Lion, which is the bezel I absolutely love. So that looks very nice. First impressions, it looks great. A very clean dial. I'm loving that red seconds hand. It's got a very smooth sweep to it as well. I know it's got the Miyota 9015 automatic movement. It's 45 millimeter. It's got a sapphire crystal, a helium escape valve here over by the 9 o'clock. And as you can see down here, it's a 1000 meter water resistance. Am I gonna be taking it that far? No, heck no. You can see it's signed with a little seahorse back there. And oh, wait a minute. There's one back here too. We've got 4 buttons. So I assume this is to open the clasp. But what is this? Ooh, we got a diver's extension. That's actually really handy. And I'm liking how it has the logo, or I'm sorry, it has the signature right here. That's pretty cool, man. So you've got the little signage down here, and we've got a Seahorse logo up here. That is really sneaky. You know, it's helpful. Obviously, I'm not gonna be wearing like a really thick dry suit or wetsuit. I'm not a saturation diver, but I am from New England, and it gets very, very cold back there. So if I were to go back, you know, during winter, we actually would wear watches over our coats. So that is kind of convenient, although here in Southern California, I won't be needing that. Probably gonna throw this on a NATO strap anyway, so, but yeah, let's talk about the bracelet actually, because I've had some, I don't know, let's say a love-hate relationship with Pantor's bracelets on some of their watches. Now the one that's on the Sea Lion is comfortable, it's gorgeous, I'm not gonna touch it, amazing. This one looks really interesting. I don't know what you'd call it, guys, teach me. This isn't really an engineer bracelet. It's not mesh, really. I don't know what it is. Teach me, what kind of bracelet is this? It feels really nice. Now, this Pantor Seal had an engineer bracelet that was absolutely horrific. Okay, it was not comfortable, it was chunky, it was heavy, and boy, did I have my way with it, or maybe it had its way with me, but whatever. It was a total nightmare removing that bracelet, but I finally did it, and it's on a leather strap. Why don't we throw this one, the Seahorse, on the wrist, and I can kind of tell you what I think about it as far as its feel. What do you think about that? Let's do that. Okay, so I'm zooming out a little bit right now just to give you a better reference on the sizing with my 7.5 inch wrist. I have a little bit above 7.5 inch wrists. But it fits me quite well. Again, 45 millimeter case. And guys, I don't know how, but it's actually lighter, even with the bracelet on, than the Pantor Seal was. So I actually don't know why, because they're both automatics and they both have advanced water resistance ratings. But one thing I keep looking at, man, is the sweep on that second hand. I love how that red just pops against the black dial. They did a very good job with that, and I'm liking the color on the bezel. I think that's really cool too. Now the bezel, very easy to use, just very reminiscent, honestly, of the one here on the Pantor Sea Lion. Again, has the similar serrations, so it's kind of the same design there, and I really like how these serrations look on the Pantor Sea Lion. So they did a good job. I think they figured out what worked with this watch, and they carried it over with this watch. Another thing I noticed, huge crown protector right here. Bigger than any of my Seikos. You'll notice the 4 o'clock crown, very, very Seiko. I know a lot of companies are doing it now, but huge crown protectors. Why is this useful? It's not terribly useful to me because I wear my watch on my less dominant hand, which would, for me, being a lefty, would be my right hand. So the crown obviously wouldn't be in the way of anything, whereas if I wore a watch on my left hand, crowns could bump into something. But for you people who would be using this as a tool watch, you'll be happy to know that the crown will be nicely protected. Now let's talk about crowns real quick, because there's always an argument about threaded crowns. Obviously, this watch has a threaded crown, has a 1000 meter water resistance rating. Very, very smooth crown to actuate. But okay, why is a threaded crown important? Well, obviously it helps with the water resistance rating, but also it protects the crown stem. So if you bump the crown and nothing seems wrong, it could actually deviate inside and like kind of muck things up. I've seen people bump their crowns. The watch was working for the whole day. They go to like reset something and the whole crown stem falls out. So obviously if it's threaded in here, regardless of there being crown protectors, it's going to have a little bit more of a positive attachment to the case, thus making it, you know, a little bit more robust. That's probably kind of obvious, but I always hear arguments in the comment section, threaded versus unthreaded. I don't like swimming in things that don't have threaded crowns because I am neurotic. I mean, you guys could feel totally different about that, but hey, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I think this is a really nice looking watch. Again, sapphire crystal, does have a Miyota movement. I like the hands on this. I think I prefer the hands on the Sea Lion though, just a little bit sharper. But all in all, it's a handsome watch. And the bracelet does feel comfortable. Much more comfortable than the Pantor Seals bracelet. Again, is this an engineer bracelet? Is it mesh? I don't know. Leave me a comment. What is this bracelet? I don't know what it's called. But it looks cool. It feels good. Doesn't pinch my hair, and I'm very, very hairy. So that's saying something. But I'm going to throw this on a NATO strap, actually, right now. So let's see how it looks on a NATO strap. Alrighty. I actually really prefer the way this looks, but I have an affinity towards NATO straps and Zulu straps, okay? I'm sorry, guys. By the way, when I was changing the straps out, I realized the error of my ways. Earlier, a second ago, I said I was going to throw this on a NATO strap, but this is, in fact, a single piece. So therefore, I guess it is a Zulu. I'm sorry. Don't roast me in the comment section. I know you guys are going to roast me anyways, but to clear things up, guys, and I make this mistake all the time, if the strap is one single piece, it is not a NATO, it is a Zulu. And if it has two pieces, it is not a Zulu, it is a NATO. And if you ever make that mistake by accident, you are an idiot, according to the YouTube comment section. Anyway, I have an affinity towards, you know, NATOs / Zulus, so I actually really prefer this watch on this strap. I think it looks awesome. I think the black goes very well with that teal bezel. It plays well with the red poppin' second hand. And of course, it's gonna go well with that black dial. Man, this is gonna be a fun kind of everyday sports watch. But again, I'm gonna check back with you guys in a couple weeks. I'll tell you what I think about the watch. Maybe something catastrophic will happen, who knows? Maybe something cool will happen. Or maybe it'll just stay the same and it'll be a well-made Pantor watch. I mean, I have nothing like bad to expect, because if it's anything like the Sea Lion, then I think it's going to be great, because I friggin' love the Sea Lion. Now, the Seal, I want to love you, man. I just can't. So we're gonna forget about the seal, and we're gonna talk about the seahorse and the sea lion. So yeah, these two definite winners. Well, I mean, I can't say that yet. We'll see. We'll see about this one. It's looking good though. This one, you're a loser. Sorry, you're a loser. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a fun time learning about the Pantor Seahorse 1,000 meter diver. I'm happy to finally have this on my wrist in person. Now, this wasn't really meant to be a review. It was more so supposed to be a bit of an introduction / unboxing. I'll do another video about this watch, more of an in-depth review once I spend a little bit more time on the wrist with this piece. Now, here's what I'll say, okay? First impressions. I do think it's cool and I like it a lot more than the Pantor Seal. Okay, again, this watch, a bit clumsy, a bit clunky, a bit cumbersome, even with the Pantor Seahorse on the bracelet. And even though it's a big watch, it's still not nearly as cumbersome or even as heavy as this Pantor Seal is on the strap. I don't know how they did that, but which one would I choose out of the three? So far, okay, my feelings may change after spending a bit more time with the Seahorse, but right now, I'm still thinking the Pantor Sea Lion is the standout winner. Okay, easily the most wearable watch, easily the most versatile watch. Just look at the case finishing, okay, how the front is brushed and the sides are mirrored and polished. A ton of watch here for the money. I just love wearing the Sea Lion. This one, obviously a bit more bulky, but it felt a lot better when it was on the NATO strap, so I think I'm gonna keep it on the NATO strap. But again, not nearly as bulky as the Pantor Seal. I really wanted to like this watch, but yeah, a little bit too much for me. Now, the Pantor Sea Lion, incredible, easy to wear, fun. This is fun, not as bulky. I'll get back to you on how I feel about it after a few more weeks. How does that sound? And I want to thank you so much because we just broke past 27,000 subscribers, guys. 27,000. This is like my 8th or 9th month here on YouTube. Things have really taken off and it's all because of you. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that we would be here. I couldn't have done any of this, any of these episodes, any of these reviews without you guys. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. And if you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by because seriously, it means a lot to me. So if you could, please click that subscribe button. It takes 1 second and it helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, go ahead, click that little bell icon so you do not miss an episode of The Time Teller. There is just so much more awesome content on the way and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, The Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.